What is up, everybody? Here with another episode of Did These Movies Make the Collection? I got 4 titles I watched here recently to see if I wanted to add them to my collection or sell them. The first one I watched was Season 2 of La Brea. I watched Season 3 in a previous video. Great sci-fi series. Looks really good on Blu-ray. So it might even be worth doing the upgrade versus DVD. But yeah, this show lasted 3 seasons. Great sci-fi show. One of those shows where you got to watch each episode to figure out what's going on. I like those type of shows and keeps you interested in the whole series as a whole. But very solid if you haven't seen it before and you like sci-fi shows. So very happy to be adding that one to the collection. All I need is Season 1 now. Haven't been able to find that one yet on the cheap. Next one I watched was Season 1 of Fairly Legal. This show was on USA. I think it only lasted 1 or 2 seasons. It's a procedural show. She's a mediator, which is a little different, I guess you can say. She does a really good job in the show, but the show itself is just kind of average. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's just average. It's nothing really to write home about. I mean, if you see it on a streaming service somewhere, where if I had to guess, you'd probably see it on Peacock since it's the Universal series. You know, it's worth checking out if you're just looking for something new, but just don't expect it to be like the best show ever. But I'll be adding that one to the collection. The next one I watched was Season 1 of Rizzoli and Isles. Again, this one was on TNT versus USA. This was back when they both kind of made their own original series to compete against each other. But this was a solid show. I mean, the chemistry between these two is okay. You know, some of the cast I'm not really a huge fan of on this show, but some of them do okay. But I mean, it's just an average kind of procedural cop show. Nothing special, really. Nothing, you know, The Closer was way better than this. A lot of these shows kind of came about because of The Closer. But yeah, it's nowhere near as good as The Closer. But if you're looking for an original new show to watch, you know, then you can watch this one. You know, I'll be adding that one to the collection though. The last thing I watched was Johnny Be Good. I had never heard of this movie before. Nice thing about thrifting, I guess, you know, $5. It was worth $5, I guess. But young Anthony Michael Hall, Robert Downey Jr., and Uma Thurman. And yet the lead person is Anthony Michael Hall, who at the time was a huge star. And then eventually these two overtook him. But yeah, she was really young in this movie, so this must have been one of her first movies before she broke out. But yeah, this was a pretty interesting watch, you know, as far as how the college sports system used to work as far as trying to get athletes to come to their school, kind of the dark side of that thing. So very, very interesting in that regard. So, I mean, if you're looking for a movie that's kind of under the radar that maybe you haven't heard of watching, this would be it. So definitely not a movie I come across very often either. So I'm definitely going to be adding that to the collection. So 4 new titles to add to the collection. Nothing wrong with that. But that does it for this video. If you like content like this, please like and subscribe. Your support is much appreciated. I am also over on Letterboxd. The link to that is in the profile description of this channel. Otherwise, until next time, guys.